Hey everyone, Kai here. Today I'm going to be watching the first episode of Kage no Jitsuryokusha ni Naritakute, also known as The Eminence in Shadow. Now this show I am reacting to because it won a poll over on the Patreon. These are the results. And if you want to be able to vote in future polls or get early access to my reactions to this series, you can join me over there. It definitely would help out the channel quite a bit for you to do so. Now, as for this show, I don't really know too much about it. I just know people have been trying to get me to watch it, so I'm sure it's a pretty good show. Now, before I get into it though, I do want to explain my reaction format because I do not show the anime footage in this video for copyright reasons. I do show you subtitles from the show as well as a timer so you can get your own copy of the show and get it all synced up and we can watch it together. If you're okay with that, then let's jump into the episode in 3, 2, 1, play. Okay, pretty nice, peaceful start. Not as much shadow as I was expecting. But actually looks like a pretty typical start to an anime. If I'm Shimapun, if I'm being honest. You do have trophies, so this character might be quite accomplished in something. I mean, looking for Darwin. Okay. I guess that's a decent bedtime story. So yeah, so far the show is pretty good, I gotta say. I have no complaints. Oh wow, the shower animation is actually pretty good. You can kind of see like it's bouncing off the hair. Oh, it's from a shadow. What is this light nonsense? So is this our main character? I don't even know who the main character is, if it even has one. So far, this is the only one we've got. Oh, paparazzi. I'm not quite sure what I just saw there. It went by too quickly. But yeah, definitely a rich girl. Yeah, Ojo-sama. So she definitely could be a main character. The main character. That seems kind of sketchy. Welcome to school. Nishino. Nishino-senpai. Just throw it down. Did that have metal in it? I like really heard that impact sound. Kage no. Okay. This is a little bit awkward, but... Okay, I wasn't sure. I only saw her name once. I wasn't sure if it was just me that was wrong. I think it was Nishino, I want to say. The hated classmate. I assume that's referring to him. Yeah, Nishimura would be the name of a village, probably. Wait, what? Is he a chuny or something? Like video game brain, or... Seems like kind of a weirdo. Yeah, I knew he was gonna mess it up again. But... Also, what's in that bag? We keep hearing the very pronounced sound. Well, Nishimura is not that bad of a name. Really? It looks like his mind is definitely somewhere else. The hated classmate. Well, that's cool. Also, that one, you're getting way too close to the camera. Okay, he's in the protagonist seat, so clearly he's a protagonist. At least we got that figured out. What is with this guy? And that, yeah, the bracelet thing, that might be what the sound was before. Does he always have weighted training, like, yeah, weighted items to maximize his training, Dragon Ball Z style? Like... Oh, that's what, yeah, that's the shot we got earlier. That explains that. This guy's got something going on. Like, freaking German, I don't know. Okay. Just right now he comes across as a chuny, but, I mean, we'll see. Time for the Going Home Club. I mean, that's impossible to avoid no matter what you do, but... So who's playing the piano? Get really into it, too. Time to go home, finally. Now that it's literally nighttime. Young miss. Okay, this doesn't look good. Oof. Ooh, that was a nasty punch. Yeah, there may be an issue. You might not be able to. Might have to walk today. Call an Uber. Which is not a good thing to walk home at night like that. Like, you've established it's not safe around here. Is that... nobody? Probably behind you. Yeah. Freaking ninja. Or a vampire. A vampire ninja. That's a good point. Like, the guy can move. Like, how? Ah, more like... Oh, yeah, this... I don't think we're getting out of this. I think you should struggle more, but it's probably futile. Hey, you want to help, maybe? If you're not busy. That'd be great. Outsider. Yeah, I guess this is one way to start a show. What do we have left? Like, most of the episode? Oh, that smile. So, we've been kidnapped. Where do we go from here? I do agree that was not a good idea, but definitely does not make it okay to kidnap her. Don't tell our secrets. And he's getting told. Oh, did, what's his name show up? I don't remember his name. You probably got it earlier, but I was too busy trying to remember all the fake Nishino names. But it does look like he's here to rescue her, I think. I'm sorry, but fan service is only for the fans. Us. Yeah, I might want to hurry up with the rescuing, man. Before we get into Dojinshi territory over here. Yeah, we did see that flashback, so... what's to be expected? Seriously, dude, you might want to hurry. Yeah, smashes the glass. All dramatic like. Nani. Smash, there we go. And that's how you make an entrance. As long as the glass doesn't, stab her. But she looks fine, luckily. Your worst nightmare. That's the best name he came up with. Yeah, too slow. Okay, he does... why does he need more power? He seems to have plenty. Right to the face. Thank you. You definitely deserve that. That name. You dropped the gun. That's questionable decision. You just want to 1v1 him fist with fists. Okay, looks like we pretty much come to agreement on how to move forward. Oof. Kinda got a little bit grazed there. But it's just a flesh wound. The guy's a little bit crazy. That's a good point. The most important thing. Does he? Well, as long as he can dodge you, it's not too much of a weakness. Like the Viper versus the Mountain. He's gonna pick up the gun and shoot him. That's what I would do. Oh, well, that looks pretty cool. Ooh. Time to smash some hands. That's gotta hurt. A good hobby to have. Ooh. So yeah, is that arm broken? I hope it's broken. More titles I see. Like a katana, yeah, wiping the blood off. Oh. Yeah, I think it's too late. Yeah, you were never gonna pick that up and aim it in time. And one final hit. Ooh. Well, it's not going anywhere anymore. Ooh. And it's getting kind of brutal to watch. Yeah, I wonder what she's thinking just watching this brutality over there. Okay, I'm starting to feel a little bit bad for the man now, but... I wonder if he's learned his lesson yet. As he's just drenched in his enemy's blood. So yeah, the show is a little bit violent, a little bit dark. As expected of a show called The Eminence in Shadow. I mean, he's probably not going to stab you. Calm down. Probably just going to cut you free. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, next try to walk with somebody. If nothing else, you know, have a buddy system. So I guess this didn't happen the first time you got kidnapped. These demands dismantled the gun, some field stripping. Well, title drop, partial. I mean, it's kind of a full title drop with the English title, but not the the original title. Now, some people might take some time off after an ordeal like that. But... Oh, he got her name right. Wow. I guess you've made more of an impression on him. Kage no, I'm gonna try to remember that. Oh, well, damn. Well, that took a turn. Did I just hear him say truck kun? I think I might be going crazy. Just because... But, okay. I did not expect it to end on that note. That's usually how an Isekai show would begin. You can't just end an episode like that. Pretty sure it's against the rules. I wonder if there is an after credits scene, because we do have a decent amount of... Actually, yeah, we have quite a bit more time left. I was looking at the wrong thing. Yeah, we definitely have an after credits thing, like, without question. So is he getting Isekai? I mean, I hopefully. To a world of darkness. What? A gamer? Okay. It's not a phase, Mom. Stubbornly ordinary. So that's why I didn't start with him, so you could have that impression of being a background character. It's always a horrible time. That is true. Boom. But they whip out the guns, so yeah, can't do much against that. That would not happen. I mean, in anime it could, but... Yeah, try beating that up. At least now I'm kind of getting where he was coming from with the whole needing more power thing. Because, yeah, what can you do against that? He has human limitations, and unless something supernatural happens, he can't get past that. Oh, that's an outfit. Okay, we definitely are in a different time period. Also, cat girls. I just saw cat girls. So, yeah, I think we can safely assume it breeds Isekai. So now that's when the show really begins. Also, is that an elf? So now it's looking more like the cover art. And there, we do have a cat girl in our group. And they call him Aruji-sama, so clearly he's a big deal here. Definitely has a nice style to it, all these outfits and just the overall presentation. What does she? Oh god, this guy. I love the edgelord energy he emanates. I mean, he's Chuny through and through, let's be honest. I need more power. Now he's living the good life. Yeah, he got the money position. Naritakute. Shoo! Right to the camera. Naritakute. They keep throwing. It keeps not being a title drop because they don't have the end part of it, but I guess it's good enough. But yeah, this guy is just great. I love him. And they definitely did an effective fake out with thinking the other girl was the main character. Because I bought it at first. But I assume this is the opening. Looks like our elf girl, but I guess everyone got Isekai. Okay, that's cool. But I mean, I don't know, like... It looks like they were in the real world until now, but they still look like fantasy setting, you know, cat ears and stuff. So maybe it's not the case, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't jump to too many conclusions. But... Okay, that's not the outfit we saw before, was it? There you go. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Okay. That was the first episode of Kage no Jitsuryokusha ni Naritakute, the Eminence in Shadow. So, I mean, that was a really good first episode. I mean, I got a little bit confused by the end of it, especially with that opening. I mean, which is definitely the opening, like it's even labeled as such in the video player, in the like chapters, but yeah, that was definitely the opening. Anyway, I guess we should start at the beginning. So, this show, we started with our girl, who, yeah, initially came across as pretty, well, what's the first shot we got of her? think we just are in bed, right? Well, first we see the outside and stuff like that. And you guys can see it's kind of a big, nice house. Then see through the window. Yeah, see that glorious Shimapan. So, already making the audience like her on that basis. But also sleeping with a book, which definitely implies she's, like, studious. And also got a lot of trophies. Like, trophies can imply different things. Like, usually I would associate with, like, a accomplished sports person. But, you know, she's just kind of a honor student in general. I think they translated Yutose as teacher's pet, but I usually think of it as honor student. Not that big of a difference. Not that big of a deal. But we had to wake up as our start. And Looking for Darwin is our book. There. Basically just getting ready for school. And then we had a shot like as she left the house. And you can tell it is a quite nice house. So, but once you actually see like the chauffeur, you know, actually driving a limo to school, that's when you really realize she's the Nojo-sama. Yeah, you can never see some very clear hesitation opening the door. I didn't really pick up on that after the first time, but yeah, then you see the paparazzi with literal evil eyes. Because, you know, paparazzi are the worst after all. And we did get information later on that made that more clear. But she does put on the mask, as she calls it, at school. She meets who is actually our main character, I guess. Who very much has to come across as a mob character, a background character. But also, he clearly has a lot going on himself, right? A lot of talk about power and clearly looking at something else and not really at her. Reading these books. Yeah, D Worte D Mag. I assume that's German. It's definitely not English or Japanese. Got like a transmutation circle next to it as well. But because he had all that, he also good at playing the piano, I suppose. But not too long after that, we got the beginning of our kidnapping session here by attacking her driver and then attacking her directly and taking her to a warehouse or whatever that area was. I assume it's some kind of abandoned warehouse. But the classic, you know, kidnap the rich child, family, child, whatever you call it, and try to ransom money off was kind of the framework of it. But luckily for her, our protagonist saw this going down and was able to rush in and save her. So you can tell this is a Japanese show, not an American show, because in American shows men aren't allowed to save women, you know, not in current year. But anyway, he goes in there, takes care of one of them pretty easily, but the other one's like ex-military, so he takes a bit of effort. But you can definitely see the show really ramping up the animation budget for the fighting scene. Like, as far as fight choreography, animation goes, all looked very solid, really good stuff. Also quite brutal because, yeah, it doesn't hold back. I mean, once it got to a certain point, it was kind of cutting away and just showing Nishino's reactions, but you know, it's still, we did see quite a lot of brutality before that. But yeah, he definitely won. He definitely won that fight. I think it's safe to say. But she was saved, and he now also remembers her name, which, you know, that's got to be a pretty big deal. But then they hit us with a bit of a surprise here. You want to listen to this part again on my end? A local high school student, Kage no Minoru, was hit by a truck. Yeah, I just said truck. It didn't say truck. I guess my mind just auto-filled it. Fair enough, but yeah, just straight up said he got hit by a truck and died. Like, I assumed he was going to be Isekai just because I've seen many Isekai shows. Like, I didn't go into this knowing it was an Isekai show. Like I said, I went into this pretty blind. But it all seemed very textbook Isekai. Especially, and since he is like the main character, you wouldn't just kill him off here, so it wouldn't make any sense. So I was pretty sure we were getting Isekai here, and it does seem to be the case. I mean, after we got that, we had this whole sort of backstory on kind of filling in the gaps in his character and how he ended up the way he is, right? How we learn a bit more about his perspective, and then we got what's very clearly a different world. So, like, as we see very old school looking vehicles. Got the guy with the flags, you know that? I don't know what they're called, but you know. Because he almost looks like Princess Principal, like that kind of time frame. But in addition to the fantasy element, like I said, we have cat ears and stuff like that. Because not only she has the cat ears, she also has the China dress, so like literal perfection over there. But then we have our protagonist up there in his awesome looking cloak with his like minions, you know, or compatriots, whatever you want to call them. There's like 7 of them. All look very important. all with their nice character designs. Not exactly sure what they're even there trying to do, but they look cool. Like, it feels so much like Chuny fantasy wish fulfillment, right? Which works well for our Chuny protagonist here. So he's just literally living the dream. I want more power, as he, summons like a dark flame in front of him. And says it in English, of course, because that's cooler than Japanese if you're a Japanese person. Because yeah, Chuny is either like English or German in general, right? But just, yeah, that whole thing. And then we got the opening, which definitely confused me a little bit. Because, yeah, we see these shots that look like everyone got Isekai too when we're getting shots of them in the previous world, but they still looked like fantasy setting-ish, like with Kages and stuff, so I don't really know how to take that. And also, the outfit looks different than the one we saw them with at the end of the episode, like before the opening, when we saw them wear it in the opening. So there's definitely a few things I'm a little bit confused about, but everything I saw, it looks very promising as far as stuff I can get hyped about, get excited about, because yeah, this episode did its job very well of getting me invested and wanting to see more. Like, there's no doubt about that. Like, if I was just watching this as a seasonal show to check it out to see if it was any good, I would, without question, continue watching after this. So, but that's pretty much all I have to say about the first episode. Like I said, if you want to get early access to future reactions and future episodes, you can join my Patreon, which would be amazing. But yeah, thank you for watching, and hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye.